At Honeybee Burger, it's all about fun on a bun. This 2-unit concept in Los Angeles has a third under construction in New York City. Here, in addition to the core menu of burgers, shakes, and fries, Honeybee also offers breakfast sandwiches, like the Brekkie Bee, as well as a fry and tot combo called Frats, with both regular and sweet potatoes. Here's Adam Weiss with Honeybee's story. The NRN Plant-Based Showdown is brought to you by Beyond Meat. Delicious, plant-based, no GMOs. Beyond Meat.
We are what we consider vegan 2.0, and not a knock on 1.0, but vegan 1.0 has been around forever, and still 3% of the country considers themselves vegan. So I thought there was maybe a more approachable way to pursue veganism and make it more accessible and desirable. And so I wanted to make Honeybee a brand that put forth the benefits of plant-based dining for the planet, for the animals, and for you, of course, but do it around these new ingredients that heretofore were really hard to get. And that's what Honeybee's mission is. We established our brand Honeybee in 2019 in the third quarter, and hit our stride in the first quarter of 2020, which was coincidental with the pandemic. And that's when our first brick and mortar really started hitting its stride. We opened a virtual kitchen on the west side of LA, probably a week before the pandemic hit. And that was unfortunate because it was built around catering to an office market, and nobody could have foreseen the death of office delivery. We've since pivoted. We opened our Venice location, a flagship on the west side of town, which opened on Earth Day a few weeks ago. And we are 50% through construction on a location in Manhattan, in downtown New York City, on Bleecker. Great location. We're really excited about that because it scratches a lot of the itches, and at the moment that we did the deal, there was no competition there. So our goal was to be coast to coast and then filling in between. I was I grew up in LA, I had been in finance, and the two things you learn growing up in LA is never invest in a restaurant and never invest in a movie. And I made all those years without having done either. But about 10 years ago, I invested with some friends in a vegan brand called Cafe Gratitude. Really wonderful mini chain. Our friends who I'd known many years bought the rights to it to expand it nationally, and certainly in Southern California. We did really well in the first couple of stores, and I thought, I'm going to put this on my LinkedIn because I felt really proud of it. And sure enough, within 3 weeks of putting it on LinkedIn, I was approached by a couple of Dutch entrepreneurs with this really cool idea for a plant-based protein. I since got involved with that company. It was called Aquable. They since renamed it Plantable. But the idea was they were growing plant-based protein, and my thought was, how could we use it in the world? And that was the year where Beyond and Impossible were starting to blow up. And I noticed there were no restaurants you could buy Beyond or Impossible. It was still like in a couple of restaurants in New York and LA, and I thought maybe we could build a business around these new 2.0 vegan products. And we have this philosophy, fun on a bun. So if it's not fun on a bun, we kind of feel, let somebody else do it. There are plenty of other vegan restaurants, but for us, that's where we live. Oh, Frats. So Frats are a combination of tots and fries. It is a trademark item. We always thought to be a little bit different, so we have sweet potato and traditional. But the idea is we combine fries and tots for more, A, it's clever and it's fun. B, it's harder to copy because we have a trademark on the name. But also, if you combine fries and tots in a delivery order, the airspace created keeps them fresher, crisper, longer. And so that's kind of a hack. If you get just all tots or all fries, they tend to get soggy in delivery.
Yeah. Okay.
We have a playful, almost a childlike approach towards what we do. There's a lot of Lego and bright colors, and as a result, our clientele really embraces us. Families, certainly younger kids, and other segments that maybe other vegan restaurant or burger places don't cater to.